guaranteed. Building a big new house? Call Ballard Plumbing Service.
I bet you've probably done something that deserves a doctor. That deserves a doctor.
I don't know if we can pick this up or not, but we'll try. I apologize for not being able to identify what it was we just had on there, but obviously something important for our residents of Hawaii. And now the assortment of flags, which is what, 7 of them? U.S. flags?
8 of them.
Huh?
8 of them.
8 flags presented here. So a little unorthodox, at least in terms of what we're used to, presentation before
cool,
tip-off. Yes, very, very cool. All right, let's take a look at the starting lineups here as the flags leave the center of the court here for the Murray State Racers out of Murray, Kentucky, coached by Steve Prohm in his 7th year as head coach at Murray State, 2nd stint, coached there and then left for Iowa State, coached there from 2015 through 2021. So he's been a head coach for 13 years now. This is his 7th season at Murray State. His point guard is Jacoby Wood, preseason first-team All-Conference, Missouri Valley Conference selection, 6'2", 190, a senior from Cleveland, Ohio, 15 points, 4 rebounds, 5.4 assists a game. The ball is in his hands a lot. Terrence Harcum is the 2 guard, a 6'3", 205-pound senior from Butner, North Carolina, 12 points, 2 rebounds a game. He leads them in 3-point field goals made, 25 through the first 10 games. Nick Ellington, the man in the middle, 6'7", 235, a senior from St. Louis by way of Eastern Illinois. Wood, by the way, played at Belmont before he transferred to Murray State 3 years ago. Harcum transferred from Appalachian State. Everybody that starts played somewhere else to start with. Ellington played at Eastern Illinois. He's their center. They're smallish center, 6'7", and also 6'7" on the wing, 195-pound senior is A.J. Ferguson. Ferguson played at Southern Illinois last year, 12.6 boards a game. And then Kylan Milton, the 5th starter, 6'4", 195 senior, Monticello, Arkansas, transferred in from Western Kentucky, averaging 11 points and 4 boards. For Nebraska, it'll be Williams, along with Buchtengel, Gary, Wooster, and Baxton Mia. As we get set for the beginning of this game, they'll be throwing the ball up shortly, and our starting lineups brought to you by Nebraska soybean growers. A Nebraska farm fact for you. Nebraska soybeans are an innovative alternative to petroleum and many everyday products.
Well, contingent here for Nebraska, probably double the size of Murray State. So we need them to make some noise here early on, but imperative we get off to a good start and have that focus, that intensity that we saw at home at PBA against Indiana on Friday the 13th. We have to get off to a good start. We have to be the more aggressive team, plain and simple. Now, when I say aggressive, that means playing physical, playing smart, attacking the rim, getting to the free throw line like we can, and really playing inside-out basketball. Defensively, you mentioned Kobe Wood. That guy will have the ball in his hands majority of the time for the Racers. We have to make sure that we're talking on ball screens, defensive transition. Whoever ends up on him has to be aware of what's going on. But a lot of communication, and you can hear the communication here in this arena. Not a lot of people here. Maybe, what do you think? 1,000, maybe. That's probably aggressive.
Yeah, that might be aggressive. Might be generous.
But a lot of red in this building compared to the Murray State blue and gold. But we got to get off to a good start. It's going to be our starting five. We have the size advantage. And with Berke and Mia and Jawan and Williams, we can go inside. And even with Raleigh Wooster, he's been able to post up, back guys down. So it'll be interesting to see how we start off. We have to start offensively, getting the paint touches and playing off those and getting some threes off the paint touches.
I also think, Jake, it's going to take focus for 40 minutes. That's kind of cliche-ish, but this is a team, Murray State, that's going to play all 40 minutes. And, in games like this, we've talked about this a little bit. I think it takes that. You not only have to be ready to play, but they're not going to back off until the game's over. And it doesn't matter how far behind they get; they're going to continue to play.
Agreed. With their ability to shoot the 3-point shot, we cannot let them get back into the game if we get a big lead.
Officials: Keith Kimball, John Floyd, and Crystal Hogan, and we are set to play from Honolulu. And Mia will jump up and control the tap off to Buchtel, and the Huskers have the ball in their road reds. Black and white trim, mainly white trim. Wooster, one arms to pass. Over to Gary on the right wing on the sideline. In it comes to Buchtel, double team. Good help defense. Pass up top left side, Williams. Williams puts it on the floor, drives the ball, and an offensive foul. Thank you, Keith Kimball.
Thank you, Keith Kimball. Bryce just a little overextended going on to his left hand.
One arms to pass. Over to Gary on the right wing on the sideline. In it comes to Buchtel, double team. Good help defense. Skip pass up top left side, Williams. Williams puts it on the floor, drives the ball, and an offensive foul. Thank you, Keith Kimball.
Thank you, Keith Kimball. Bryce just a little overextended going on to his left hand off the left wing and caught Milton with a little chicken wing. And I think Milton did a pretty good job acting there, but that's one early in this game. Bryce, our most important player on both ends of the floor, picking up a quick foul in the first 20 seconds.
The reigning Big Ten Player of the Week by virtue of his 30-point performance a week ago Friday against Indiana in Lincoln. And so Nebraska with the first possession of the game, and now we've got stoppage.
Well, and I beg your pardon, he caught it pretty good because Milton's over there bleeding all over the floor. So he got it pretty good. I thought he did some acting, but I will admit when I'm wrong. So it looks like Bryce caught him pretty good with that right elbow.
In the nose.
So Milton's going to have to take a seat early in this game.
They might want to clean that blood up.
That might be a good idea, but Milton averaging 11 points per game. He's going to take an early seat for catching a Bryce Williams elbow.
Jake, they haven't even gone out there to clean it up, and it's a pool of blood.
I mean, it's not.
You see it from here.
It's not a small amount of blood. All right, here.
You want to get a rag and go out there and help them out?
Here at the Stan Sheriff Center in Honolulu. How about you get out there and?
I mean, that's ugly.
And there they come.
I mean, we are what? 40 feet away.
Yeah, we're a good 40 feet.
And we can see it. Look at down now. They got the spray bottle out. Okay.
The disinfectant.
All right. Well, we'll call that our hit of the game right there, right off the bat here. And I don't know that a disjointed nose can be addressed by a chiropractor, but if you want to find a chiropractic physician in Nebraska, just visit NebraskaChiropractic.org. See what I did there?
I see what you did there.
Yeah, I mean, you know who might need a chiropractor is Euless. I don't know if you can. A trainer, anyway. Yeah. You know, Aaron Euless will not play tonight because of the sprained ankle.
Well, how about this crew that's cleaning up the blood after bending over and cleaning up the blood? They might need a chiropractor.
The one gal has got a towel on the floor, and she's doing the chubby checker twist with her feet to mop up the blood. So, you know, she's actually providing a little entertainment here 2 days before Christmas.
Well, they probably need to get the mop out there.
What do you think?
Because
maybe there's no mop in the building.
There's a mop right there.
How about to get the mop over there?
I mean,
so here comes the mopster.
But Nebraska's first possession, they tried to get inside.
You know, they might want to rehearse that.
I agree.
For the next time this happens, because it's not really Is this the first time this has ever happened?
Apparently.
Yikes. Okay, sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt.
No, but I was just saying Nebraska tried to get inside with some action and swinging the ball from left to right to get Bearcat on the block. Got it to the block. Murray State quick to trap. So they're showing that they're going to trap early on when we catch the ball on the post. So we have to make sure that our bigs has an outlet. We can make them pay for trapping. We got to skip past to Bryce, and Bryce just got a little aggressive with his right elbow.
I've been doing this a while. This might be the most bizarre start to a game in history. I mean, come on. Now you got Jacoby Wood over there. He's got his sneakers on the blood spot. He's kind of trying to use it to moisten the bottom of his
Talk about
feet.
taking the flow out of any flow there was the first 20 seconds.
All right, Murray State's got the ball finally to start the ball game for their first possession. Here's Ellington with the ball on the right elbow. Hands it off now to Harcum. Top of the circle jump shot. Puts it up, missed it on a 3-ball attempt. And the rebound hauled down by Nebraska's Gary. And here comes Wooster across the timeline. Second possession of the game for the Big Red. We are in Honolulu. Opening minute of play. In the Diamond Head Classic, the drive by Wooster. Ball knocked free. Turnover Nebraska. Here's Murray State. Second possession of the game. No score in this game. The drive, the jump stop, the dish off inside to Ellington. Missed it. Rebound by Nebraska. Buchengel.
Buchengel came over and blocked the shot and just snared the rebound as well.
Wooster with the ball left to right. Far sideline in front of the Murray State bench. Now Buchengel, when arms the pass to Gary, comes right off a double screen. He's inside the free throw circle, drives the left lane line, puts it up and scores it 2-0 Nebraska. First points of the game by Jawan Gary.
Well, we turned it over our first two possessions. That's our first attempt and a good strong drive and finish by Jawan Gary.
Here's Jacoby Wood walking the ball to the left side. That little jump pass up top to Harcum off the back of the rim, no good. Offensive board, put back attempt, no good. Rebound by Buchengel, who got caught sleeping there. They were lucky they didn't get that basket scored by Wood on the putback attempt. And now inside on the block left side. Jump shot, no good. Williams wheeling and dealing inside, missed it.
That's a force by Bryce. That's the one he should kick out, but just tried to force one up and play some one-on-one hero ball.
2-0 Nebraska. Ellington with the ball on the right wing, hands it off to Wood. Inside on a little two-man game. Shot blocked by Buchengel. He walled up against Ellington and blocked the shot. Here's Wooster in transition. Wooster lobs it over the defense into Gary. Help defense is there, and we got contact.
He's going to be shooting too. That's a great pass by Raleigh to Jawan, sealing his man up, lobbing over the top of the defense. The help was there, but a great catch and strong move by Jawan to draw the foul. That possession prior, I like Bryce being aggressive, but he just got to kick that one out. When he sees nothing's there, take what the defense gave you. They shut you down, kick it out, and let's play some more basketball. But instead, he tried to force one up against three defenders for the Racers.
Huskers shooting 75% from the line, and Gary's free throw is money. So there's the first point of the game, third point of the game for the Huskers, all three by Gary. 3-0 NU. We played just shy of, or just a little more than 2 minutes. Second free throw, Jawan, up and good. Gary now on the year has hit 24 of 31. 4-0 Nebraska.
Defensively, we've been good. When they've got it in the paint, we just stood our ground, go straight up our size. With the limited size of Murray State, they just can't get the shot up.
Ellington with the ball on the left side of the floor. Hands it off to Jacoby Wood. Bouncing around with it up top. Harcum's got it. Kick out right side, Applewhite. Back to Harcum. Harcum against Buchengel. Drives him. Pull up Jay in the paint. No good. And Buchengel has the rebound. It fell into his lap. He brings it up the floor himself. Buchengel, the big transfer from UCLA at 6'10", between the circles to Gary. Goes right off left now, off the screen of Buchengel to Williams, back to Buchengel. Huskers with good movement on this possession. High post with it is Gary off the pass from Mia. Puts it up off the window, no good. And a late whistle. Two players hit the deck there.
I'm not sure who tackled whom. It looks like it's on Applewhite of Murray State tackling Braxton Mia, trying to get that offensive board, but the attack of Jawan Gary coming off the high on-ball screen from left to right, going down the right lane line. Got some contact, just not able to throw it out the window. It'll be Nebraska ball right side, baseline out of bounds, 20 in the shot clock.
Yep, reset the shot clock. Wooster lobs it into Gary, up top right. Gives it to Williams, who comes off his screen, cuts across the key. Coming to it is Buchengel, fires the three ball, missed it badly. Rebound to Ellington. He was floating.
His feet weren't set at all coming off that dribble handoff.
And Wood drives, kicks to Applewhite, extra pass. Baseline right side. Back it comes to Wood on the baseline. Draws a double team. Good ball movement. The drive in the lane to Applewhite. Out it comes now to Harcum. Harcum guarded by Williams out on the perimeter. He drives him. The jump stop, puts it up off defensive help. Offensive rebound off the miss. The putback not good. And a whistle and a foul will send Murray State to the line. I think it'll be Ellington.
That's their second offensive rebound already. Jacoby Wood got one and missed a point-blank layup. But our activity's been pretty good. We just got to do a better job of blocking out. We're getting in some rotations. But you have to find a body to block out. If you get off someone, go find a Murray State jersey and put a body on him.
2 team fouls, one on Williams, one on Wooster. And at the line is Ellington. Nick Ellington, a 6'7" senior out of St. Louis. He's a lefty, fires and misses it real badly. They're a 70% free throw shooting outfit, Murray State. Ellington, not very good at the line, 51%.
He missed that one and barely grazed the right side of the iron.
He's at 21 of 42 on the year now. Second one's no good. Over, and the rebound by Mia. And Nebraska's ball, leading it 4-zip. Played 3.5 minutes. Murray State hasn't scored. Williams to Wooster. And now top of the circle to Mia off the pass from Buchensel. Nobody's guarding Mia out there, understandably. Here's Gary, deep right side. Comes in the paint, posting up over the left shoulder with a hook shot. No. Rebound. Taken down by Murray State. Up the floor comes Applewhite in transition in the corner. A.J. Ferguson. Winding up with it now is Applewhite. Top of the circle jumper off a late close and nails the three. Williams didn't get there.
Well, bodies were all over the floor. 2 defenders for Nebraska hit the deck, and Applewhite was wide open from the top of the key.
Just his 8th three of the year, Applewhite. Here's a drive underneath. Wooster, scoop shot at the rim. Slick move, spun away from the defender. Nobody behind him to help, and finished with a lay-in.
And that breaks a scoring drought of just under 3 minutes for Nebraska. But there's been so much contact. When we post up Gary on Harcum, he's using both hands and hand checking on the post.
6-3 Nebraska. Here's Ferguson up top right in the right corner. Pump fake Harcum. Drives in the paint. In the left corner. The jump stop on the left lane line. Kicks it to Ferguson on the weak side right. Ferguson cut off on a double team. Ellington in the paint. Fouled by Buchensel. And Ellington will shoot 2 more free throws. So we have a timeout on the floor.
So Bearcat comes over to help there and shows his hands up and bumps him with the body. On the opposite end, Juwan Gary posting up Harcum. And he's got 2 hands in the back of Juwan Gary. We got to get consistent on both ends. As a player and a coach, that's all you want is consistency. Hey, Husker fans, hands on the wheel, head in the game. The driver has one job to drive. This message from the NDOT Highway Safety Office. Nebraska up 6-3 over Murray State in Honolulu with 15 to play in the first half. This is the Huskers Radio Network.
Something big is happening at Hy-Vee. We've just lowered thousands and thousands of prices on thousands and thousands of items in every aisle and in every department. Online, too. And on many of your favorite products. We've even matched prices with some of the biggest discount stores in the country. Because we get it. Times are still tough. So we'll continue to work hard to bring you new lower prices on thousands of items. Things are looking different at Hy-Vee. Come see for yourself.
Their thing about the word billion, it really makes people sit up and take notice, much more than the word million. So you should know that your Nebraska lottery has given $1 billion back to Nebraska since 1993. It's gone to protect the state's environment, improve education, maintain facilities at the state fair, and support problem gamblers assistance. We appreciate the chance to help build a better Nebraska. And to you, our players, we say thanks a billion.
You can't keep an all-star classic bottled up. Dorothy Lynch has been MVP on the Nebraska bench for over 60 years, and she's just getting started. This old pro makes plays on and off the court. She can dribble around salads and veggies, dazzle with dips and casseroles, and is a slam dunk with chicken wings, pizza, and tacos. She can bring the game when it's down to the wire and can serve up the perfect assist in the kitchen, whether it's snack time, dinner time, or overtime. You and Dorothy Lynch make a winning team.
Jake, back in the day, I spent time in Love Library where it was noisier than this.
It is quiet.
Really quiet in here. Not a lot of fans here for Game 3 of 4 on day 1 of the Diamond Head Classic. Nebraska leading early on at the first media break, 6-3 over Murray State. And Husker Hoops brought to you in part by your Midwest Ford dealers. My friends, visit buyfordnow.com for all your truck, SUV, and electric vehicle needs.
And we talked about it. We got to generate our own energy. I mean, like you said, this arena, it's a nice arena. Let's start there. But it is quiet at the Stan Sheriff Center here in Honolulu. So how do we generate our energy? We have to rely on each other, getting coaches, that whole travel party that was on our flight out here. We got to get some energy going. But I think defensively, we've been really good. Other than the 2 offensive rebounds we gave up, 1 for 8 is Murray State. We had the 1-3 by Ferguson, their only field goal, that we had 2 defenders fall down. So they just were able to throw the skip pass right to him. And right now, Ferguson's at the line. Excuse me, that was Applewhite who made the 3, but now Ellington, who's 0 for 2 at the foul line, will go back there off the foul from Big Bear K.
Now we got a different look in terms of who's on the floor for the Huskers, and I like the front line with Morgan now in there with Gary and Butenchel. Free throw good by Ellington, so he goes 1 for 3. In the backcourt now, you got Williams out of the game, point guard Wooster, and on the floor at the 2 is Connor Sejan. I think that the lack of energy may have well affected the broadcast crew, too. I mean, I don't feel it like I do in Lincoln, like we did last Friday, a week ago Friday against Indiana. Ellington missed the second free throw. Will run and jump pressure at the timeline as Wooster brings it across. Leisurely dribbles the ball, gives to Morgan, left side to Gary. Hopping out to catch it between the rings is Wooster. Bounce pass back to the basket. Gary drives the left lane line, puts it up, and in and 1 for Gary. You can just sense he feels he can score every time he takes it to the rim.
And he can. His size, athleticism against the smaller Murray State defenders. And Murray State's switching everything. So we're getting them running some action to get the switch that we want. Getting Gary the basketball right at the left elbow. Then it's attack mode for Juwan. And great strong finish for him. And that's going to be 2 fouls on Applewhite for Murray State.
Nice finish, taking the hit. Being able to withstand that and make the basket. Juwan now has 6 of Nebraska's 8 points. Juwan had 14 and 5 against Indiana in Huskers' last ball game, fashioning their 7th win of the year against 2 losses. 1-1 in the conference coming into this tournament as Juwan Gary eyes the mark from the foul line and scores it. Juwan has really developed offensively in his 3 years here, 2 plus the early part of this year. All right. Jacoby Wood with the ball between the 2 circles, guarding him is Wooster. Screen for him. Throws it on the pick roll, replaced to Ferguson. Crossover dribble against Butengill. Step back from about 12 feet. Rims out, not good. Rebound Nebraska. Tapped by Morgan in the hands of Wooster. Across the timeline right. Little brush screen set by Butengill for him, but he takes the pass, Butengill from Wooster. Backs his way in, pivots one way, then the other, and finishes with a left hand. Great slick move by Butengill.
Wow, was that pretty. Bear K on the right block, going back over his right shoulder. A great left-handed hook.
His first 2 of the game, Bear K, who scored 5 points, had 5 boards against Indiana. Huskers up 11-4 early on. Pump fake Milton, drives on Gary, stays right with him. Baseline right, fade shot, no good. Rebound Morgan to Wooster. Huskers look for an early opportunity. Morgan, Murray State back on defense, though, in the half court. Here's Esegian squaring and shooting, missing his first field goal attempt.
Pretty good look for Connor coming off that down screen for Morgan. Just a little bit short.
So the Huskers still ahead 11-4, coming up empty on that possession. Back in the ballgame is Milton with a big wad of something in his right nostril after being hit in the chops in the first play of the game. And Ferguson can't control the ball on a wild pass to the right side of the floor, and it's a turnover.
And that's all because of the aggressive trap. Connor Esegian coming from the low side, Andrew Morgan on the high side against Lindsey. And Lindsey didn't want anything to do with that trap. He throws a high lob we could have caught that one if it came our direction.
11-4 Nebraska. Now we got 2 Morgans on the floor, 1 for Nebraska and 1 for Murray State. Here's Esegian with the ball on the left elbow. It comes to Morgan for Nebraska. Morgan bullies his way inside, and we got a travel call by John Floyd.
Well, that was Coach Prom over there in Floyd's ear, because Morgan walked with it to start, and then he didn't travel with the second time, but he appeared to. So that was a good call by the coaching staff of Murray State. That is the 3rd turnover by Nebraska. We talked about this. We cannot turn the ball over against this team. We can get high-quality shots when we value the possession.
Jacoby Wood walks the ball into the front court for Murray State. Comes to the left. Coming out to catch this Milton, the right elbow. Back on the left side, and an intercepted pass. Here comes Hoiberg with a finish. Underhanded scoop layup, and that's what Sam Hoiberg does, my friend. Sam Hoiberg anticipating that pass. He smelled it coming, jumped it, and scored it on the transition layup.
And that is a fact. That's what Sam Hoiberg does. He's so good at that on the backside rotation. He knows right where he needs to be. He's more athletic than people give him credit for. And getting right into the basket. I thought he looked like he was trying to square his feet up to try to dunk that one. But the smart move, lay it up, kiss it off the window. A pick six, a 7-0 run by Nebraska over the last 2 minutes. We're 4 of our last 5. Murray State has not scored in 2.5 minutes.
The whole Hoiberg clan here, save for Jack, who is with the Houston Rockets organization. Everybody else here, what a great family.
They're fantastic.
What a great family.
And it's just, you can just feel the family of this whole entire team. And that starts with the head coach and his family. And everybody here we have so much fun together. And these trips like this, you get to build more relationships, get to know everybody better. It's just a fantastic time.
Fred said something in Omaha a couple of weeks ago at a NIL event I was at. He talked about visiting with, well, we'll pick it up in a minute. We're back on action as the Huskers lead it 13-4. Morgan for Murray State with the ball guarded by a Siege, and good D by him. Gives it up in the corner to Lindsey. Back to Harcum now. Jab step, steps back, kicks left side. Ferguson. Now Jacoby Wood. Wood has nothing. Back to Ferguson. 4 on the shot clock. Harcum, jab step. Takes it down and jump stop. A floater in the lane. In and out. And the rebound for Nebraska as Gary cleans it up off the miss. Good defensive possession.
Really good defense by the entire 5 defenders for Nebraska. Force Harcum into a tough one at the end of the shot clock.
Williams with the ball. Comes to the right side for Nebraska. Up top to Gary. Gary with 7 of Nebraska's 13 points in the game, and he takes it inside, puts it up, and no good on the layup this time. Rebound by Lindsey for Murray State.
So much contact. Harcum's a big body guard, undersized, but playing physical. Juwan.
Harcum left side to Wood in the corner. Long 3 on the way, no good. Rebound by Nebraska's Morgan off that miss in the deep left corner by A.J. Ferguson. Here comes Williams with the ball. Williams in the paint, jump stop, spins, kicks it out to Morgan, back to Williams. Faces up, drives the ball, across the key, tried to throw it across the key to Morgan and turns it over on the pass.
Yeah, just trying to put it on the deck and be a little bit too aggressive like he was earlier in this game.
Ferguson driving the ball, gives to Lindsey. Shot blocked from behind, out of bounds. Great play by Gary. Boy, that was a surefire layup or dunk by Lindsey, and Gary quickly up there to swat it out of bounds.
And Juwan rotating back, like you said, saved it, because that was going to be an easy 2 for Lindsey, but a block instead by Juwan Gary. Woodhouse has been a trusted partner in your everyday since 1975. Shop for your next vehicle with the home team at Woodhouse, an official auto dealer of Nebraska Athletics. Nebraska leading Murray State 13-4 with 11 to play in the first half. This is the Huskers Radio Network.
Being game day ready means bringing the diehard passion, all in, all the time. And now you can show your Husker pride everywhere you go. With the Husker Visa debit card, free with FNBO free checking. Gear up, game on, and give it up for the Big Red every time you pay. The Husker Visa debit card, only at FNBO, the Bank of Husker Nation. Bring it. Get yours today at fnbo.com/Huskers. Member FDIC.
This year, we considered hiring an ad agency to help with our marketing.
They pitched impressive visuals and a script that was inspiring.
And exotic animal mascots to help grab your attention.
In the end, we just decided to tell it to you straight. Shelter Insurance has award-winning customer service at affordable rates.
Plus, our local agents are there to help you understand what coverage you need.
See Shelter agents Pete Voles or Brett Ruggo in North Platte, or in Broken Bow, see agent Brett Custer.
This holiday season, visit Boot Barn for top quality gifts to pay tribute to the lasting heritage of the West. From handcrafted cowboy boots and American-made felt hats to leather jackets, our in-store experts will help guide you as you shop, assisting with boot fitting and providing complimentary hat shaping. This holiday, share a piece of the American spirit. Boot Barn, unwrap the West.
Husker Broadcast lottery scoreboard here for you. An update on what's been happening in this tournament brought to you by the Nebraska Lottery. Your attention, please. Your Nebraska Lottery has given $1 billion back to our state since 1993. That money has gone to protect the environment, improve education, and to maintain the state fair. It's all part of helping build a better Nebraska. 2 games in the books in day 1 of the tournament, the Diamond Head Classic. Game 1 had Oregon State beating the College of Charleston, not 74-65. Game 2 had Oakland surviving a really good, close competitive game with Loyola of Chicago, 72-71. After this one, Nebraska and Murray State at Charlotte and Hawaii. Nebraska will play one of those 2 teams tomorrow night.
Defensively, been really good. Murray State 1 of 13 from the floor in the first 9 minutes, so that's been solid. But offensively, you just got to get some more flow. Now, we're up 13-4, but with Murray State being 1 of 13, we should have a bigger lead than 9 right now.
End line out for Murray State. 21 seconds on the possession remaining. And Jacoby Wood looking to throw it in the right sideline into Applewhite. Hoiberg's got him up top. Harcum, extra pass, drive, the kick, extra pass on the right side. Woods 3, no. Rebound Morgan for Nebraska. Morgan to Wooster.
Activity's been good defensively. And Wood had an open look. We charged hard and got him to miss.
Here's Wooster. Bounce pass. Left side deep. Morgan's got it. Over the left shoulder. The hook shot scored it over the smaller Ellington.
That's just easy. That's just patient move. Get the big fella on the block, and he goes to work.
A little crab dribble action and the finish with a hook shot. 15 for Nebraska. They've allowed Murray State 4 points in 9.5 minutes to start this game. Here's Jacoby Wood firing deep left side. No. Rebound Morgan for Nebraska. Boy, Morgan's really coming on.
He is, and he's just battling Ellington down low. Another good defensive possession for Nebraska.
I really like his game. Jake here is the siege in deep left corner. Got it. 3 ball. So Connor takes 2 threes, makes his second one. And that's our first Central Valley at 3 of this tournament for the Big Red.
That'll get him going. He's going to find a look the next possession down. Fred, that's what Fred does. Someone makes a shot, he's going to get him another one the next possession.
23 threes for Season on the year, and we got a moving screen, I think, don't we?
Oh, got a hold on Wooster, so that's going to be his second with Ulis being out. For all they can't afford to get in foul trouble, that'll bring Bearkay in and put Wooster on the bench. And Wooster, if you notice on the airplane, he had a shiner, caught an elbow in practice. He had a pretty swollen eye on the airplane out here. But now Bearkay is going to come in the game. So either Bryce Williams or Sam Hoiberg will be playing the point guard for Nebraska with Ulis out of service today.
Jacoby Wood will throw it in as the Season guards him on the sideline right in front of us. Gets it into, rather it was Milton into Wood. Williams guards him, but gives him plenty of room out near the timeline. There's a 1-4 set for Murray State. Takes it to the left side of the floor. Little hedge defensively. Momentary double to Harcum up top. 7 on the shot clock. Back left side to Jacoby Wood. Starts in, stops, starts in, kicks out. 1 on the shot clock. Applewhite puts it up, missed it. Rebound Nebraska off the miss, and the Huskers have held this Murray State team to 4 points in 10.5 minutes.
So good. The communication, the physicality of Nebraska's defense.
Buchengel inside on a great pass by Williams. Finishes with a layup, and the Huskers are ahead 20-4. Almost 11 minutes into the game, and Murray State averaging 78 points a game has 4 points. Here's a bad pass. The pick off by Williams. Race down the floor against Milton. Layup good. 22-4 Nebraska, and a timeout taken by Murray State. 11 minutes into it.
Defense. Let me tell you, that has been so good. The first 11 minutes of this game, as you mentioned, KP, just 1 field goal for the Racers. 4 points in 11 minutes. We've been flying around. And that's Bryce Williams' first point. Nebraska on an 18-1 run over the last 6:30. The Racers, Murray State, they have not scored in 6 minutes. And we're starting to get a little bit of a flow on our offensive end. Have found some success posting up Morgan, posting up Bearkay, Juwan going to work. Then we have 2 pick-6 steals, one by Sam Hoiberg, one by Bryce. And we had this lead before Bryce's first bucket, which was right there before the 30-second timeout by the head coach of Murray State.
Jake, I told you when they signed Andrew Morgan, watching tape of him over the summer, that I really, really liked him. And, you know, he's really come on the last, I'd say 4 games maybe. Last game against Indiana, 10 points, 5 rebounds, and a blocked shot in 17 minutes. Thing with him is he's not really played that many minutes.
No, and in 6 minutes in today's ball game, he already has 5 boards.
All right, it's Murray State with the basketball. 9 minutes to go. First half, another turnover. It's Williams with a takeaway. Williams with a crossover dribble to kick out to over there to Williams. Back to Sejan. Shoots the three. Missed this one. He goes 1 for 3 on threes. Sejan.
I like that look, though. Good possession there by Nebraska off the steal by Bryce.
Wood, right side, Milton steps into a long three, and that one's good. Sejan wasn't there in time. Milton scores it, his 10th three of the year.
And you have to make them put it on the deck, charge them off the three-point line. Connor, as you mentioned, just a step slow.
22-7 after that made three by Murray State. Sejan's got the ball, wheels right side, all the way in, puts it up, and couldn't finish. Two players hit the deck. Here's 4 on 4 the other way. With it is Milton. Crossover dribble with the left hand across the key. Lost the handle. Got it back in the corner to Wood. Wood against Hoiberg. Can't get inside. Pass up top. Milton steps into another three on the way. No good. Rebound by Morgan on a good box out. Huskers push it the other way. Williams across the timeline. Skip pass right side. It's Hoiberg with a three. It's no good. A little bit too much on it.
A good look. A great skip pass by Bryce Williams to Sam.
Look at the pace here. We got a 3-point make here and a foul to boot as Murray State now scores that on a entirely in the Milton three.
That's Milton back-to-back threes by Milton. So a 6-0 run by Murray State over the last minute. He's a chance to go to the free throw line, make that a 4-point play.
Akers Equipment, Nebraska's premier John Deere leader, sponsoring Husker Hoops for you. Akers, solutions for every field. Timeout on the floor here in Honolulu. 22-10, Nebraska on the Huskers Radio Network.
It's the final days of the year-end sales event at your Midwest Ford dealers. Cap off the year with 1-9 financing plus $1,000 holiday cash plus no payment for 90 days on F-150. This New Year's, we're counting down the best deals on your favorite Ford vehicles. Don't drop the ball. Time is running out. The final days of the year-end sales events are on now, but hurry. It all ends January 2nd. Get 1-9 financing for 6 months plus $1,000 holiday cash plus no payments for 90 days on F-150. Only at your Midwest Ford dealers. Driven by value.
Attention, Husker Nation. Are you ready to power up your game? Sap Brothers high-quality off-road red diesel is the fuel that powers your equipment. As official sponsor of the Huskers, we're here with a winning offer with the Sap Brothers Go Big Red Full Giveaway. Contract your upcoming fuel needs by February 1st and enter to win 1,000 free gallons of our off-road red diesel to keep your engine roaring and equipment running strong. Sap Brothers fuels Husker Nation. Visit sapbros.net/fuel giveaway for more info.
They say consistency is the key to success. They weren't wrong. So how about grabbing a beer that's consistently smooth, consistently refreshing, and consistently light? You might just find that the road to success can be pretty enjoyable. Michelob Ultra, the perfect balance of taste and refreshment, and only 2.6 carbs and 95 calories. It's only worth it if you enjoy it. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Michelob Ultra Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Nebraska leading 22-10 over Murray State here in Hawaii. The Stan Sheriff Center in Honolulu. And Murray State on a 6-0 run over the last minute of this game. We've done a good job defending them until the last minute. Nyland Milton, who got popped in the nose, bleeding all over the floor the first 30 seconds of the game, hits back-to-back threes. And the worst part about it is Bryce Williams picks up his second foul. So now Raleigh Wooster and Bryce both on the bench with 2 fouls, 7:45 to play.
Mia back on the floor now, along with Buchanan, Joe, and Gary along the front line. Hoiberg and Sejan are in the backcourt, so that Sam is the point guard. I like those 4 front line guys, the way they can interchange and play different ways.
A lot of versatility with the roster for Coach Hoiberg. But and you talked about this, KP, just a little bit of a mental break that we took for a minute, and Murray State goes on a run. They can make threes, a 38% three-point shooting team. You have to run them on the three-point line and can't let them hang around at all, give them any confidence. So big 8 minutes here. Get the momentum back in our favor heading in the locker room.
22-4, and as we suggested, this Murray State team, I don't care how far behind they get, they're going to continue to play.
Yep. And we missed back-to-back threes. Sam Hoiberg had a good look on our Sejan. We missed back-to-back. They make back-to-back. And now Murray State feeling a little confidence.
Milton at the free free throw line, where he's at 69% of his attempts, and he's shot a bunch of them, 48 attempts, 31 for 48 this year. 7:45 to go in the half, and he makes good on the 4-point play chance. Fouled in the act of shooting 3 by Williams, and it's 22-11. Huskers with pressure in the backcourt, have no problem bringing it into the front court. Hoiberg's got it. Out in the timeline to Mia. Nobody in the paint. Buchtel with a flip to Hoiberg, to Gary, not to Mia. Cutting in the paint is a Sejan, and he squares, shoots the 3. Got it. Boy, did you see it push off to get open?
He did.
That was good.
He faked the flare screen to get them to think they were going to switch, then pops out, got his feet set, drains it from the top of the key.
25-11, 2 threes for a siege, and there's Wood with 3 up top left side. No offensive rebound. Ellington lost it on the floor. 2 Huskers after it. Buchtel flips it to Mia. Now it comes to Hoiberg across the timeline. Sam wearing the red headband tonight. Front of the Murray State bench. Buchtel's got it on the left side now. A siege into Buchtel out near the timeline on the big H logo. Hawaii's home floor here to stay in Sheriff Center. Here is Hoiberg with the ball. Drives it down the left lane line. Under the traffic. Up top, Buchtel shoots the 3 on a good kick out. Missed it. And the rebound kept alive by Mia. Tremendous play by Mia to Hoiberg. To a siege, and the 3 ball. Got it. Man, what a play by Mia to keep that thing alive.
And he's screaming at Connor Sejan coming back. He popped it up to himself. And the swing around to Connor Sejan drains a 30-footer here in Honolulu.
3 trays for a siege and 28-11 Cornhuskers. 6 minutes to go in the half. And we got a whistle and a turnover against Murray State. Sejan with his hand in the way and not able to handle it with Harkin because of that defense.
Defense has been solid, and we're getting better and better offensively as this game progresses.
Here's Hoiberg with the ball to a siege and coming to the right side, flips to Buchtel coming to the left side. On the reversal, back it comes to a siege and high post. Mia, a siege down in on a 2-man give and go, and we got a contact and a foul.
They're holding Mia from behind, and Mia had a 2-handed thunder dunk if they didn't call that foul, that hold on Murray State. So it's so difficult to guard Connor Sejan. He's made 3 threes now, and you're chasing so hard as a defender, and all the focus is there. And Connor, with the heads-up play, tries to drop it off to Braxton Mia.
So Sejan will throw it in. 28-11 Cornhuskers. 6 minutes to go in the half. The lob up top to Hoiberg. Back in the paint. Bad pass. Turnover. Sam threw it away. Here's Milton in transition. Puts it up. Missed it. Rebound by Buchtel over his back. Draped all over him was Milton, or Lindsay rather, for Murray State. Sitting are Williams, Wooster, 2000. No. Rebound, Morgan for Nebraska. Morgan gives to Hoiberg. Likes to go for one shot here. Not much differential. Shot clock, the game clock.
Shot clock's not on.
Well, that's why there's not much difference. 18 seconds to go. 15 seconds. Hoiberg dribbles the ball out on the big H logo, the Hawaii logo. 9 on the shot clock. 1-4 set. Screen gives Michelle for Hoiberg. Drives the ball. Gives it up to Morgan, and Morgan may have traveled.
They just
what they call?
Yeah, call it a travel on Morgan, and that's our 10th turnover. So we have a 20-point lead with 10 turnovers. Just think, if you cut the game, Nebraska is averaging just 11.6 turnovers per game. We have 10 in the first half and have a 20-point lead.
The cost.
So we have a 20-point lead with 10 turnovers. Just think, if you cut those in half, maybe 6 or 7. But when you come into a game, Nebraska is averaging just 11.6 turnovers per game. We have 10 in the first half and have a 20-point lead.
It costs you field goal attempts, only 28 field goal attempts in the first half for Nebraska, but a 20-point lead. Long shot at the horn, no good by Murray State, and the Huskers comfortably ahead by 20 at intermission. Halftime here in Honolulu, it's Nebraska 34, Murray State 14. Our halftime show begins after this break on the Huskers Radio Network.
Huskers fans, let's call a timeout on the court and in life. When the game gets tough, Nebraska stands together as a family, as a team. If you or someone you know is struggling or in crisis, the 988 Suicide and Crisis Lifeline is there. Call, text, or chat 988. It's free, confidential, and staffed with trained counselors ready to listen and provide support. You're part of the Husker family, and every member is valued on and off the court. Remember, in times of need, call a timeout. Call, text, or chat 988. Presented by Nebraska DHHS.
Imagine a world where your office IT runs smoothly, securely, and effortlessly. A day where you aren't worried about the next outage or password compromise. At Hamilton, we take care of everything from monitoring and maintenance to security and support. We partner with your business to design integrated technology solutions that fit your needs now and your goals for the future. With on-site and remote IT support options, we're always just a call or click away. Elevate your IT with Hamilton Managed IT. Hire Hamilton at HamiltonIsBusiness.com.
It's the final days of the year-end sales event at your Midwest Ford dealers. Cap off the year with 1-9 financing plus $1,000 holiday cash plus no payments for 90 days on F-150. This New Year's, we're counting down with the best deals on your favorite Ford vehicles. Don't drop the ball. Time is running out. The final days of the year-end sales event are on now, but hurry. It all ends January 2nd. Get 1-9 financing for 60 months plus $1,000 holiday cash plus no payments for 90 days on F-150. Only at your Midwest Ford dealers. Driven by value.
Halftime here in Honolulu from the Stan Sheriff Center. And where Nebraska leads Murray State 34-14 at the break. And tonight's halftime stats are brought to you by Cornerstone Bank. We'll start with the Murray State Racers, a team that's averaging just shy of 80 a game, held to 14 points in the first half. They're shooting just 14% from the field. They have 7 turnovers, 3 of 15 from 3 for 20%, and 3 of 9 from the free throw line. So Nebraska's defense has been outstanding. And leading the way for the Racers, Kylan Milton, who's averaging just over 11 a game. He has 7 points. Their leading scorer, Jacoby Wood, has not scored at all. He's averaging 15 a game. He's 0 for 4 right now. 3 points for Applewhite. So not a lot of stats to read for Murray State. Nebraska leading them 20-2 in points in the paint at 17-5 on bench points. For your Nebraska Cornhuskers, 14-28 from the field for 50%, 3 of 8 from downtown for 37%. The only bad thing that we've done offensively, 10 turnovers. We shot the ball well, got some good looks, but too many turnovers in that first half. Connor Esijan off the bench has 9. Jawan Gary has 7. Andrew Morgan and Berke have 6 apiece. And then Williams and Hoiberg have 2 apiece. Cornerstone Bank is committed to providing you game-changing solutions for your financial needs. Bank on a solid foundation. Cornerstone Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. And we'll have more on the halftime show after the break. This is Big Red Basketball.
A team succeeds when they work together. Banking's no different. At UBT, we're in your corner for every financial move you want to make. Your money's backed by a roster of experts who put in the work to know you and your community. So whether you're opening a savings account, buying a home, or planning your future, you always know who to turn to. Working together toward your financial goals. That's a win in our playbook. Union Bank and Trust. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Plungers and store-bought chemicals can only go so far and can harm your drains. Call the professionals at John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, Air, and Electrical to get your drains flowing. We won't only make sure the clog is taken care of, but we will ensure your drains are completely clean so the clog will not come back. Give John Henry's a call today.
435-5555. John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air.
And Electrical.
Hi, I'm Tom Osborne, former football coach and co-founder of the Teammates Mentoring Program.
And I'm Des Moines Adams, Husker Black Shirt and CEO of Teammates Mentor.
We are recruiting teammates mentors and need caring adults to be in the lives of our students.
Meeting with a student once a week at the school can make a positive impact in their life and have a ripple effect in our communities.
Please join our team.
Go to teammates.org today.
It's the final days of the year-end sales event at your Midwest Ford dealers. Cap off the year with 1-9 financing plus $1,000 holiday cash plus no payments for 90 days on F-150. This New Year's, we're counting down with the best deals on your favorite Ford vehicles. Don't drop the ball. Time is running out. The final days of the year-end sales event are on now. But hurry, it all ends January 2nd. Get 1-9 financing for 60 months plus $1,000 holiday cash plus no payments for 90 days on F-150. Only at your Midwest Ford dealers. Driven by value.
Let's pause 15 seconds for station identification on the Huskers Radio Network.
Welcome back. Halftime of the Huskers matchup with Murray State over in the Islands. Greg Sharp with you, and delighted to be joined now by the Dean of the College of Journalism here at the University of Nebraska, Lincoln, Sherry Vale. Sherry, I want you to update our audience on all the fabulous opportunities that are here for students at the university as it relates to journalism and mass communications.
It's huge. That major has been growing. We launched it in 2017. If we look at our major numbers right now, including our double majors, we're sitting at 457 students in that program right now. It's incredible growth.
Talk about what they get a chance to do and what are some of the opportunities that are here for Lincoln for students.
Absolutely. All things sports, from calling games to reporting on games, sports photography. They're doing public relations, social media, content creation. We now have an undergraduate certificate that's in esports communication and media. So all across the board, anything sports, anything communication, it's all inclusive. And they can do it from the very first day they land on campus.
And so much hands-on experience available to them. Is that right?
Absolutely. So all of our students who come into the program are engaged in the Experience Lab. So they spend at least 3 semesters where they are working on hands-on projects throughout the time. They're able to go out and call those games. They're doing the photography. They're putting together stories. All of that is from the very moment they come onto campus.
You mentioned 2017. What kind of staff and faculty have you been able to put together to really help teach these young people to get them into the business?
We have some incredible faculty with a ton of experience from the industry as well. If you look at John Schrader, who is a longtime broadcaster, people probably know his voice very well, especially out in the Bay Area. Bill Dolman has called more than 30 different sports, including covering 4 different Olympic Games. Frauke Hockman, who actually used to work for Husker Athletics here. Now she's running our Fox Sports U program. We have tenured faculty who came to us recently. Betsy Emmons just joined us. She does a lot of work around storytelling and gender differences in sports. Brian Petrata is now an ESPN fellow, research fellow. He conducts research on gambling, and now we have classes that are on sports gambling. Ryan Tan is our esports expert. He came to us after having a big career in the video game industry before going back and getting his PhD. And then we also have Jason Stam, who still writes for Rivals.com today. So all of our faculty who are engaged in sports media and communication, they have real world experience. They've been out in the industry, and they can provide those connections for our students when they're looking to take their next step.
That is so impressive. You brought with you one of your students, Kristen Collins. Kristen, great to have you here with us today. What have you been able to take advantage of when you, as a student here at UNL? What's kind of been on your agenda?
Yeah, so when I first came here, one of the things that stood out to me was the experience labs, because I wanted to get that hands-on learning right away, especially getting internships and things like that. It's so important to have a portfolio ready. And so I joined the Unlimited Sports Experience Lab, and I got to go take pictures at Nebraska sporting events. I went to gymnastics meets. I went to volleyball games, basketball games, things like that. And I was just able to build up my portfolio right away. And then I had the opportunity to become an experience lab lead. And so then I got to help lead students in that role. So it's been really cool getting to be basically an editor for students and help them build their portfolios as well, get to know the faculty better, and just make a name for myself within the college, and also getting to know networking with professors and students in this field.
In the athletic department, they've got this thing called Husker Vision, and you've been involved in that. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yes, I have. So that's been a great opportunity. And I honestly think having the experience with going out and doing things at games through Unlimited Sports helped me get that position. It's been a lot of in-house production. So I get to work with Husker wrestling, basketball. I did volleyball games, football games, and getting to run the big screens in Devaney, PBA, Haymarket Park. Gotten to do a lot of different things over the short few years that I've been here, but it's been a really good opportunity for me.
You have packed a lot in that. That's pretty impressive.
Yes.
Do you have a favorite sport or two that you like to work on?
My favorite is definitely Husker wrestling. I took a bigger role with it this year, and I'm getting to help with a lot of the pre-production, their intro shoots, things like that. So it's been a good time for sure.
Dean Vale, the real world application, that is just invaluable for these students to go out and hit the ground running when they graduate.
It really is. And it's helped set them up for amazing career opportunities. And I have to say, real quick here, Greg, you are also an inspiration for those students coming in. The number of young men and women who come to our campus dreaming of a career to be the next Greg Sharp, it's pretty impressive. And we have that now. I mean, we have students who have gone on who are now the voice of Oral Roberts, who are going on to work for Stanford University. We've got a lot of great opportunities for our students who are going on to work in media and communication in athletics across the country.
It is exciting, and it's an industry that is growing. It's a good, if somebody's out there listening, a high school student, this would be a great place to come and get going. Dean Vale, great to see you. Thank you. Kristen, continued success to you. Fantastic. Loved hearing all the things you've done here in Nebraska. Well, more halftime coming up next.
Something big is happening at Hy-Vee. We just lowered thousands and thousands of prices on thousands and thousands of items in every aisle and in every department. Online, too. And on many of your favorite products. We've even matched prices with some of the biggest discount stores in the country. Because we get it, times are still tough. So we'll continue to work hard to bring you new lower prices on thousands of items. Things are looking different at Hy-Vee. Come see for yourself.
Welcome back inside our Acres Broadcast Center. I'm Camden Cohn with the Nebraska Lottery scoreboard update as Nebraska leads Murray State 34-14 at the halftime break. It's a busy day around the sports world. Let's start by looking at some other men's basketball games in the Big Ten. Earlier today, Wisconsin defeated Detroit Mercy 76-53. Illinois went on the road and beat Missouri 80-77. 24th ranked Michigan beat Purdue Fort Wayne 89-58. And USC beat Southern 82-51. Elsewhere around the country, there have been two other games in the Diamond Head Classic. Oregon State beat Charleston 74-65, and Oakland defeated Loyola Chicago 72-71. The final game of the night is between Charlotte and Hawaii. In the top 25, 8th-ranked Kansas beat Brown 87-53. Number 14 Oklahoma beat Central Arkansas 89-66. 6th-ranked Alabama beat Kent State 80-54, and number 3 Iowa State was all over Morgan State today with a 99-72 win. Our scoreboard update is brought to you by the Nebraska Lottery. Your attention, please. Your Nebraska Lottery has given $1 billion back to our state since 1993. The money has gone to protect the environment, improve education, and maintain the state fair. It's all part of helping build a better Nebraska. Don't go anywhere, as we have second half action coming up after this. This is Big Red Basketball.
Just like the Huskers dominate the hardwood, J-Tech Construction is here to dominate your home improvement game. Whether it's roofing, siding, or solar, our team plays with the same passion as your Nebraska men's and women's basketball teams, bringing Husker pride to every project. From energy-saving solar to game-winning windows, J-Tech has the tools to make your home a Husker-worthy powerhouse. Proudly serving all of Husker Nation because, just like Big Red, we know how to bring home the W. J-Tech Construction, your home, our game. Call for a free estimate. Terms and conditions apply.
It's the final days of the year-end sales event at your Midwest Ford dealers. Cap off the year with 1.9 financing plus $1,000 holiday cash plus no payments for 90 days on F-150. This New Year's, we're counting down with the best deals on your favorite Ford vehicles. Don't drop the ball. Time is running out. The final days of the year-end sales event are on now. But hurry, it all ends January 2nd. Get 1.9 financing for 60 months plus $1,000 holiday cash plus no payments for 90 days on F-150. Only at your Midwest Ford dealers. Driven by value.
Something big is happening at Hy-Vee. We just lowered thousands and thousands of prices on thousands and thousands of items in every aisle and in every department. Online, too. And on many of your favorite products. We've even matched prices with some of the biggest discount stores in the country. Because we get it. Times are still tough. So we'll continue to work hard to bring you new lower prices on thousands of items. Things are looking different at Hy-Vee. Come see for yourself.
I got to see my brother get married.
I would have missed my dad's birthday.
Because I wore my seatbelt, I had the privilege of being part of his special day.
I got to go home and see my family again.
Does it click yet?
Brought to you by NDOT Highway Safety Office.
I would have never had the chance to see my daughter become a doctor.
I was able to go to my brother's graduation.
I wouldn't have adopted my first pet.
And then it clicked. My seatbelt saved my life. Does it click yet?
Brought to you by NDOT Highway Safety Office.
Tonight's three-point halftime tally is brought to you by Central Valley Ag, where every Husker three-pointer helps feed the hungry planet. Here at home at the half, the Huskers made 3 shots from beyond the arc with each made basket. CVA is proud to help local school backpack programs by donating to Food Bank for the Heartland Central Valley Ag, the official co-op of the Huskers.
About ready to start the second half, and if form holds in the second half, Nebraska will play tomorrow against the winner of the next game tonight, Charlotte and Hawaii, and that would be an 8:30 Central Time broadcast for Husker Courtside 9:30 tip. You know, one of every 3 fatal crashes in Nebraska involves an alcohol-impaired driver. So if you drink, don't drive. Impaired driving is deceptively dangerous. This message from the NDOT Highway Safety Office. So, Jake, one of the maxims in college basketball is you jump out to a lead like this, and then invariably, you know, you hold some team to 14 points, you're ahead by 20, and you end up the game not winning by 40. You can't keep it up for some reason.
Yeah, keep your foot on the gas. We talk about that all the time. How do you keep that focus for the full 40 minutes? You mentioned that we had to play the full 40 minutes this game. And do not let Murray State make a run, especially early in this half.
Jacoby Wood with the ball. Murray State gets the first possession. On the right side, Harkham back to Wood, swings it left, extra pass, pump fake, the drive under the basket, reverse layup up and good. So the first 2 of the second half put on the board by Murray State, and that's Milton, who has got 9 of their 16 points. Wooster with the basketball for the Huskers. They're in the front court right in front of us. Across from the bench here at the Sand Sheriff Center. On the block extended right side is Gary. Into the paint. Puts it up with the left hand. Draws the foul. 2 free throws coming up for Jawan. Fouled by the smaller Terrence Harkham.
Thank you. Finally getting that call on Harkham. And Harkham, he is a strong-bodied guard. But he's getting that forearm right in the back of Jawan Gary. But that goes against Harkham. And that's going to be his second foul of the ball game.
So Jawan with 7 first-half points. Couple of rebounds. With that, free throw by Jawan Gary is up and good, averaging right at 11 points, 4 rebounds a game. He needs 4 more points in this one to get to 900 in his career. Came in with 888 career points. Second free throw, Jawan, good. 9 for him now. 3 more, and he's got 900.
Yeah, we're going to see a lot of Jawan offensively against this Murray State team. His size is really tough to defend for their guards.
Jacoby Wood with the ball up top left side for Murray State. Swings it right, gets the return pass, dances around with it, comes to the right side to the foul line, swings it left side, gets the return pass, down inside, intercepted pass by Mia. He thought about bringing the ball up for himself, but stops and gives it off to Wooster. Down inside, Buchtengel, extra pass Gary, extra pass Williams, steps into a three, got it. Williams with a three on great ball movement after the turnover.
Such a good play. Get the post up by Barricade, brings the double team, skip pass, extra pass, Bryce Williams, another CVA three.
39-16, Central Valley Ag, and he stepped out of his shoes.
His shoe broke.
He blew a tire.
The whole entire sole.
Literally.
I mean, literally fell off his shoe.
That's like a big 18-wheeler wheel on the middle of the interstate.
I don't think I've ever seen that happen. I mean, the entire sole, not just a piece of it, the entire sole.
Yeah, because he still had the top on it. I was looking, somebody lost a shoe. No, they didn't. He still got one on.
Had the glass slipper on that. It was like basically a slipper. What in the world?
Yeah, not good for the manufacturer, and I don't know who that is. I'm not going to go there.
So we start the first half with a bloody nose and gets blood over the floor. We start the second half with a blown tire.
I think it's Nike, isn't it?
They
wear Nike shoes. All right, Murray State's basketball, 39-16, 23-point lead, driving the ball Applewhite to the goal, switches hands and fouled. The free throws for Applewhite. It's Buchtengel hit the deck there. Got knocked down or fell down, one of the two.
And that's on Jawan. Is that his
third?
That's his second. Oh, that's the third.
Yeah.
And Nate Lenzer goes, "What are you doing, Jawan?" I couldn't see the play from my angle.
Well, to send Applewhite to free throw line, Asijan crouched down along the far side at the scorer's table, ready to come in. On the floor for the Huskers right now, Mia, Buchtengel, Gary, Williams, and Wooster. Yeah, again, Aaron Eulis not playing tonight. And again, the stoppage, extra long stoppage because they don't have a mop. Apparently,
well, they have one. I don't know why they're not using it. They had it out here for the blood cleanup in the first half. Why aren't they using it?
They got a gal out there with a towel on the floor. She puts her feet on the towel and then kind of does a little dance.
Must be really expensive to ship mops over to Hawaii.
Maybe. All right, I think they got it taken care of. The players are helping out. They're going over on wet spots and putting their shoes on it and kind of jabbing their feet around to try to get.
Well, pretty soon they're going to come ask us to help out. Could you imagine? Hey, you guys look like you could use help with mopping.
Applewhite hit the first of two free throws. We've got 18-17 to go in this game. Just underway in the second half from the Stan Sheriff Center in Honolulu. Kent Pavelka, Jake Muehlheisen with you. What a treat it is to be here for, in my case, the sixth tournament here, holiday tournament in the state of Hawaii. And your second tournament, but third visit, right?
Correct.
Played once.
Played in the NIT and then here another time. And now number 3. And Jacoby Wood has now a new pair of shoes on, this time navy and gold.
39-18, he made both foul shots. Applewhite could hear his Mia with all the cutter as Wooster falls down. And a whistle and a foul call, and it'll send. Are they going to say shooting?
No, I think he was on the pass.
Okay. So Nebraska will have it the inbound. Who is it on?
Ellington. That's going to be his just first foul.
And so Buchtengel will key it in for the Huskers underneath the Nebraska goal. 39-18 Nebraska. Not 2 minutes into the second half. Wooster's got the ball up top looking for Buchtengel. Kicks it out instead. Free ball. Asijan's no good. Kind of faded away.
Didn't get his feet set at all. It was going to his left and just drifted.
Here's Jacoby Wood. Extra pass in the corner with it there. Two-guard Harkham. Dribbles up top. The switch. Buchtengel's got him. Pull-up jump shot Harkham. No good. Just grazed the front of the rim. It's loose on the floor. Coming out of the back of the basketball is Wooster. Does not have numbers, but drives the ball. Euro step. Tries to fish. Gets his own miss. Puts it up and in. Stayed right with it. Man, he was determined.
He said, "Get your weight up, Jacoby Wood." Went right through the defenders, gets his offensive board, and kisses out the window.
Third and fourth point of the game for Wooster. Deep left corner. Good open shot by Milton, and he has kept them alive, or breathing at least in this game.
He's the only one able to make some shots.
12 of their 20 points on the three ball. 41-21. Nebraska by 20. 3 minutes into the second half. Here is Bryce Williams. Off a screen from Mia, rescreen Mia for Williams. He drives it, has two men in the air, kicks it up top. Asijan's got it, down inside, bad pass, picked off. Turnover Nebraska. Milton leads the 3-on-2. Drive inside, and a shot blocked from behind by Williams. Great timing Sailing in from the weak side, swatted out of bounds.
A good job by Connor, just going straight up, showing his hands, and Bryce coming in to clean that up. But the pass, the turnover, Mia's posted up Milton, and the season tried to throw a straight line pass. That's got to get lobbed over the top.
He's 7-1 for a reason,
That's right. Let him go catch it.
Inbounds pass now for Murray State, 41-21 Nebraska. Milton's got the ball down inside. Reverse layup, good with his back to the goal. A.J. Ferguson's first field goal. Huskers are up 20 at halftime, now up 18. 3 minutes into the second half. Wooster's got the ball. Comes to the sideline. Gives it high post. Mia almost turned it over, retains possession. Wooster's winds up with it. Wooster's got it in paint, wheels inside. Hook shot over the right with right hand over the left shoulder. Back-to-back baskets for Wooster.
Crafty and using his size right there. And I love that he comes to a jump stop, freezes the defense, and a little jump hook over the top.
6 points for Wooster. Huskers by 20. 43-23 is. Murray State runs its stuff. Woods got it. Drives it. Bad pass in the paint. Pick off Nebraska. Mia on the interception. Up the floor. Wooster to Williams. Extra pass in the corner. Here's Butengill driving it. Cut off. Dribbles into the paint, though. Wheels inside. Puts it up. Shot blocked by Ellington. Running it down is Butengill. 17 seconds still on the shot clock. Down inside. High, low, and a turnover. Nebraska with its 12th turnover of the game.
Right idea. The double team came from the backside. Raleigh cuts. And Mia having a few words with the referee. Thought he was being held, but two early turnovers the first 4:20 of this half. But Nebraska is still up 20. 43-23, 15:40 to play in this game. Alumni Hall is your ultimate Husker shopping experience with the largest and best selection of apparel, vault gear, and tailgate accessories. Shop their 2 Lincoln locations or alumnihall.com. Alumni Hall, where Huskers shop. Time out on the floor. We'll take 1-2. This is the Huskers Radio Network.
Nebraskans are choosing chiropractic for better health. Why chiropractic? Because it's safe, drug-free, and a cost-effective treatment option for back and joint pain. Plus, all generations can benefit from natural chiropractic care. Choose chiropractic first for pain relief or to improve your mobility, athletic performance, or overall wellness. Make chiropractic your first choice for better health and find a chiropractic physician near you at nebraskachiropractic.org. Get your life back with chiropractic.
At Union Bank, people don't have your money. Your money has people. First home people, investment people, people who answer the phone and your chats, dream car people, dream retirement people, driving your dream car in your dream retirement people, small business people, credit card people, and all the other people you need. At Union Bank, our people help you do more than you dreamed possible. So stop in and say hello. We can't wait to see you. Union Bank and Trust, member FDIC.
Did you get us switched over to shelter insurance?
Actually, I found a deal online.
You did. Does your deal come with award-winning customer service?
Oh, I'm not sure.
Does the deal include a local agent?
Doesn't actually say.
Can we create a customized plan that fits our needs? Let's just call the local shelter agent.
For insurance that fits just right, find a shelter agent near you.
See shelter agent Rhonda Miller in Alliance, Stephanie Culver in Eldridge, or Jonah Austin in Fairbury.
Huskers up 43-22. Did they change the score on us?
Yeah, they did. It looked to me like it was a 9-9 tie in the first segment of
They must have called one of the threes that they made a 2.
Yeah.
To go back and review it. But Murray State made 4 field goals in the first half. 4 of 28. They're 3 of 5 to start the second half. You and I talked about it.
Yep.
How do you keep your foot on the gas and keep that defensive intensity? And we just let up a little bit. They got 1 layup and knocked down a 3 as well. There's a turnovers. Nebraska, 12 turnovers in this game already. 15:40 to go. Juwan Gary's on the bench. He picked up his 3rd foul early in the second half. And Nate Lenzer out there talking to his squad. Right now it's Wooster, Asijan, Berke, Williams, Mia on the floor. And you got to pick up that defensive intensity. Don't let Murray State try to climb back in this game.
Outscored them by 1 in the first segment of the second half is what it boils down to.
Correct.
9-8. I love Nate Lenzer.
He's the best.
I mean, he is so intense. It's never good enough, but in a good way. It's never good enough, you know? All right, here is Murray State with the ball as we start the second segment of play after the first meaty break. Wood has got the ball. He's not scored tonight. Watch him score on this possession because I said that. He got it, coming left to right. Guarded by Wooster, gives him plenty of room. Ball screen, Ellington for down inside, and the little driving shot from the weak side is no good, but a late whistle. Ferguson will go to the free throw line. I think fouled by Buchengel, wasn't he?
Got it on Barricade, and I thought our defenders have done a very good job of jumping straight up, showing our hands, not coming over the top. Looked very similar in that regard. Keith Kimball was out near us as well, and he blew the whistle late, and that'll send Ferguson to the line shooting two.
Second foul of the game against Barricade. Ferguson at 6'7", 195. Fires and scores from the foul line. That's his fourth point of the game, averaging 12.3 a game and 6 boards. Again, he came in here having shot more free throws, having more free throw attempts than any other player on this Murray State Racers squad, and he hits 2 of them here.
A line drive shot, too, for Ferguson. Banged them both home, but they're going to pick up they've showed this a little bit, played it a couple times in the first half. They're going to back off. I thought they were going to pick up the full court pressure again. They
showed it and then backed off, and Wooster brings it unguarded across the timeline. In the backcourt along with the Sejan. Now Barricade's got the ball to a Sejan, far side of the floor between the circles near the big H logo, Hawaii logo. Williams dances the right side off left, off the screen from Mia. Pull up, Jay up, no good short. They crash the board, good box out by Ellington, out scrapped Mia for it. One down to the Huskers. Milton's got the ball for Murray State. In their half court, dribbles to the left corner. Up top, Ferguson drives it off the pump fake, kicks it. And here's another pass. Right side to left. 12 on the shot clock. Applewhite's got it. Now to Jacoby Wood. He's yet to score the ball. Deep right corner. Ferguson nails it. 3. A.J. Ferguson.
And Ferguson's a 52% three-point shooter. You can't leave him open.
His first 3 of the game. It's 43-27. 16-point lead now. It was 20 at halftime. Here is Wooster with the ball. To Buchengel. Up top, Mia. Nobody in the paint. 5-out look. Near turnover is the Sejan. Backdoors a pass. Extra pass. Mia with a dunk off a great dime drop to him by Williams.
That's superb ball movement. Sharing the basketball. Making the simple plays. And Mia throwing it down.
45-27 Nebraska. Under 14 to go in the game. Long, deep corner right 3. No good. Buchengel high in the air for the defensive rebound off that miss by Milton. Here's Williams stepping into a 3 in transition. Missed it short. Run down by Milton. The other way comes Murray State. Up and down ball game right now. Ferguson drives the ball. Jump pass right corner. Up top to Milton. Left side to Ferguson in the corner. The drive inside by Wood, and he scores his first basket of the game here at the 13-20 mark in the game.
And he went middle. He finally got to the middle. We forced everything baseline, got middle, able to bank one home.
Buchengel with the basketball to Wooster. Comes to it. On the right side, drives the ball underneath, puts it up, draws the foul. And he is a strong young man.
He is.
He's a really effective guy underneath on a play like that. I mean, he's built like a tight end.
He's just he's a big bodied guy. He's a veteran. He's played a lot of college basketball. He knows how to use his body. And showed it right there, picking up the 3rd foul on Applewhite.
And so Raleigh goes to the free throw line. 6 points on in the evening so far. 3 years at the University of Utah after a year with Craig Smith at Utah State. This was his 111th career start tonight. Missed the front end of 2 free throws.
That's our first miss. We were 5 of 5, all made by Jawan Gary. Jawan was the only one that went to the foul line that first half. That's a crazy stat, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
How physical that first half was.
Buchengel and Mia on the bench now. Coming in Morgan to replace Morgan. Let's see who we got in here. We got Morgan, Gary, Wooster, Sejan, and Williams. Wooster hits the free throw.
Right. Get back up to a 17-point lead, 46-29. And Sam Hoiberg is going to check in for Raleigh. So no, it's Sam, Williams, Morgan, Sejan, and Gary's back in with 3 fouls.
And in the first 7 minutes of the second half, Murray State has outscored Nebraska. 17-point game. Here's a little shot in the paint and back-to-back goals on 2 possessions for Jacoby Wood. Now at 15 points the difference. 46-31. 12:45 to go in the game. Bryce Williams comes down the right side. Switch defensively out. It kicks it out to Sejan, who drills the 3 up top right side. Boy, that was a pretty shot and a good pass.
It was. I was just going to say that all set up by Bryce Williams. Whips him through, comes out the double on ball stagger, and finds a Sejan wide open.
4 threes in this game by Connor, and inside he got it underneath the Milton was the kind of score of the goal. He got his defender in the air, and the foul on the Huskers send him to the free throw line.
Well, Morgan comes over to help. That's going to be his first foul, but Hoiberg was guarding him, and Milton just lowers his shoulder right into the chest. That could have been a push-off. And Sam's going to ask Kilman, going, hey, you can't create that separation as an offensive player.
Milton at the free throw line with 12 points. Now 13. A couple of points over his per-game average. Had 18 points, 4 rebounds, Indiana State in 35 minutes of work on Wednesday night. Thursday morning, they started the trip here to Honolulu, and it took them,
20 hours. I know that.
They went commercially. Milton's second free throw on the way. No good, in and out. Rebound by Gary. Huskers lead 17, 49-32. 12:15 to go in the basketball game. Bryce Williams has got the ball. Wood is covering him. Williams comes left to right. Looks up top for Gary. Popping out to catch it is Sejan. Now Morgan for Nebraska. Morgan looking for someone to give it to. Hands it off to Williams. Has his man in the air. Drives the ball off the pump fake. Puts it up off the window. I don't know if he intended that.
I don't either. I thought it was a errant shot, but able to bank it home on the right side. Nebraska 19-51, 32-11-45 to play.
After that field goal, Williams has been held to just 7 points so far tonight. 51-32, as Jake said. And Lindsey with ball, and he threw the ball away. Was it tipped by Nebraska?
It was tipped by Nebraska. Almost steal by Andrew Morgan. A near steal by Bryce Williams. But Nebraska up 19.
Husker basketball brought to you by Choices Treatment Center. If you or someone you know is struggling with problem gambling, free treatment is available in Nebraska. Call Choices 24-hour helpline at 402-476-2300 for more information. Offices in Lincoln and Columbus. Come out on the floor. 51-32 Huskers by 19. 11:36 to go on the Huskers Radio Network.
John Henry's has a brand membership club to protect your entire home in one program. With a VIP and a deluxe option, we will help you find a plan that best fits your needs. Receive discounts on services and
51-32 Huskers by 19. 11:36 to go on the Huskers Radio Network.
John Henry's has a brand new membership club to protect your entire home in one program. With a VIP and a deluxe option, we will help you find the plan that best fits your needs. Receive discounts on services and equipment, priority service, complimentary inspections, and so much more. Protect your home's plumbing, heating, cooling, and electrical systems all in one membership. Call John Henry's to learn more.
1-855-55-55. John Henry's Plumbing, Heating and Air.
And electrical.
Husker fans, this is Coach Hoiberg thanking you for supporting our program. Your passion and presence have created one of the best home court advantages in college basketball. Additionally, thank you for supporting your Husker student athletes through contributions to 1890 Nebraska, the official NIL collective of Husker Athletics. 100% of your contributions to 1890 go to Husker athletes, positively affecting their lives in so many ways. So visit 1890nebraska.com or text NEBNIL to 801-801 today and go Big Red.
Some people just know they could save hundreds on car insurance by checking Allstate first. Like you know to check the propane tank on your grill first before hosting a tailgate.
Let's fire up. Here, let me try. Seriously? You didn't check the propane? Who else shifts?
Yeah, checking first is smart. So check Allstate first for a quote that could save you hundreds.
Salt and vinegar?
You're in good hands with Allstate.
Savings vary, subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Allstate Fire and Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
Nebraska up 19, 51-32, 11 and a half to play here in Hawaii, Honolulu, the Stan Sheriff Center. Nebraska's played really well the first 30 minutes. Held Murray State to 4 made field goals in the first half. Now, difficult to sustain that. Murray State has 6 of 9 to start this second half. Husker Nation travels well with the Lincoln Airport, the official airport of Husker Athletics. With convenient flights and hassle-free service, it's L&K for the win. Visit LincolnAirport.com.
On the floor for the Huskers, Juwan Gary, Sam Hoiberg, Bryce Williams, Sejan, and Morgan. 18 seconds left on this possession for Murray State. And Jacoby Wood will throw it in. He's been held to 4 points. A couple of baskets here in the last couple of minutes, though, for him. Here's Milton with the ball. Milton guarded loosely by Williams out near the timeline. It's Wood against Juwan Gary. Drives him. Help defense comes. Missed the shot. Rebound by Morgan, who is the helper. Well, he's a really good player.
He's good. He just blocks out every single time. That's Morgan's 9th rebound.
51-32 Nebraska. Gary's got the ball. Up top comes to Sejan driving, spinning in the paint, drops it off to Morgan, and he wasn't expecting the pass.
And Fred's going, what happened? But he just needed to shoot that one. He froze the defense with his spin move, came to a jump stop, just shoot the rock.
He might have heard footsteps.
Yeah.
Here's Lindsay with the ball for Murray State. Down inside on a give and go. Gets the return pass, missed the shot, got his own rebound in the paint. The kick out deep left corner. The drive by Milton and a dunk over Gary. Gary, you kind of stepped aside. I think he knows he's got 3.
He couldn't even risk the foul, but I thought Lindsay got away with the hook on Juwan to even start that possession. Fred Hoiberg was asking for it as well.
17-point game, 51-34. Williams flips to Hoiberg. Sam, that is. Morgan pivots around, gives it off to Bryce Williams, drives the ball, contact, throws it up and in somehow. He was fouled, no call.
He did. This has been a physical game the entire 30 minutes so far.
9 points for Bryso. Up top, it's Wood with the ball for Murray State, guarded by Williams. 10 minutes, 10 seconds to go in this one. Pump fake, drive inside by Milton, kick out deep left corner. Harkham's 3 is no good. Rebound by Sejan. And here comes Williams across the timeline. Picked up there on the far side by Ferguson. Little hesitation move behind the back dribble. Now he drives in the paint. He's not going to be stopped. Puts it up, missed it, popped out on him. And here comes Murray State the other way. See, they keep coming back at you, Jake. Deep left corner, Harkham's 3, no good. They like this pace, I think.
They do, like the up and down, and that favors Murray State. And Harkham missed from the left corner, and nobody wanted to get the rebound. It bounced around 2 or 3 times.
53-34, Nebraska by 19. High left side of Sejan. Connor Sejan, the transfer from Wisconsin, to Hoiberg. Sam gives it to Juwan Gary. In the paint, spins over the left shoulder with the right hand. No good. Goes for his own rebound. He's knocked to the floor. It's out of bounds off Juwan. No foul called.
How is that not a foul? I mean, okay. Play on.
This is the way it's being called, man. Think how many free throws we'd have if they'd been,
Murray State's got 15. We have 7.
Well, there you go. Wood with a basketball for Murray State. Out the right side to Harkham. Between the circles to Wood. Driving on Hoiberg. Powers it up and can't score it. From the weak side, though, the tip dunk in there by Lindsay. Tyron Lindsay with his 3rd and 4th points. And we got a 53-36, 17-point game now. Nebraska leading. Raleigh Wooster in front of the Husker bench on the far side. Used up his dribble, pivots, needs help. And turnover by Nebraska. Nobody came to the ball, Jake. Now a whistle stops the action. Foul on the Huskers.
And that's the 4th on Juwan Gary. So no one comes to the ball at all. Raleigh picks up his dribble along the left wing. No one comes to the ball. And credit to Murray State. They're playing physical off-ball defense. We got to get open. You got to give Raleigh an outlet. And so Juwan tries to come to the ball and do just that. And I believe it was Milton who got the deflection, and then they get the foul on Juwan Gary. So compounds the turnover.
And Gary on the bench now with the 4 fouls. Jacoby Wood, top of the circle to Lindsay. Tyron Lindsay. Right side unguarded. A.J. Ferguson, 3-ball no. Rebound Wooster off the miss. Huskers ball up 17. We play 12, 8 to go. Second half, 53-36 Big Red. Wooster to Williams. Swings it left to a Season. Swings the ball down low. He's looking for help. Now it's Morgan takes the ball down inside. No power move. Oh, he pivoted and drop stepped and scored it. I thought he thought there was no way to score.
He faked Lindsey out of his shoes there. Great move by Andrew Morgan.
8 points for Morgan. Drive inside by Jacoby Wood. Drops it off. Point blank layup, no good. Offensive rebound, Lindsey. They're staying right with it.
Things are starting to get chippy, let me tell you. Off the ball, Cutters right now. It is getting chippy here in Honolulu.
Here is Wooster with the ball up top between the two circles for Nebraska. It is 55-38, 17-point game. With it is Andrew Morgan for the Huskers, left lane line. Pivots, backs his way in, fade away, baseline jumper, good. And Morgan now with 10 points, and he is sniffing a double-double. Morgan now with 10 points and 9 rebounds.
A little shaking and baking for Andrew Morgan. A little dream shake. Hakeem Olajuwon.
Back up on top by 19 after that make, 57-38. 7 minutes to go. Long three. Nailed it. Good shot by Harkham up top with a long-range missile.
Just a step slow coming off that down screen along the right lane line. Wooster chasing, and Harkham drills it from the top of the key.
Can't give him that. He's their most prolific three-point shooter. Here's Wooster driving the ball. Met by the help defense. Fouled by Lindsey. They finally called the foul on him, on Lindsey, and it'll be Wooster to the free throw line when we return.
Nebraska up 57-41 with 6:37 to play. Hey, Husker fans, seatbelt use saves lives and prevents injuries. Nearly 15,000 lives saved per year. Buckle up. This message from the NDOT Highway Safety Office. We'll be back. This is the Huskers Radio Network.
Nebraska soybeans power everyday products, from Goodyear tires and Skechers shoes to soy-based turf and fire suppressants. These innovations replace petroleum and utilize other components of the soybean, leading to more sustainable products worldwide.
I'm Doug Sadoff, a farmer near Trumbull, Nebraska. Thanks to cutting-edge research, soybeans are now in everything from tires to turf. It's amazing to see how these advancements are unlocking new potential for our crops.
Soybeans are a win for everyone and everyone. Nebraska soybeans, feeding, fueling, and innovating for the future.
A team succeeds, they work together. Banking's no different. At UBT, we're in your corner for every financial move you want to make. Your money's backed by a roster of experts who put in the work to know you and your community. So whether you're opening a savings account, buying a home, or planning your future, you always know who to turn to. Working together toward your financial goals. That's a win in our playbook. Union Bank and Trust. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
This holiday season, visit Boot Barn for top quality gifts that pay tribute to the lasting heritage of the West. From handcrafted cowboy boots and American-made felt hats to leather jackets, our in-store experts will help guide you as you shop, assisting with boot fitting and providing complimentary hat shaping. This holiday, share a piece of the American spirit. Boot Barn. Unwrap the West.
41 for Murray State, 57-41. Nebraska leads by 16, so Murray State's outscored the Huskers by 4 here in the first 14 minutes of the second half.
Nebraska with 4 more turnovers. We had 10 turnovers in the first half, 4 so far. This second half, just 9 for Murray State. But Murray State's 10-19 this second half. They were 4 of 28 the first half. And having some success for them offensively. Nebraska 9 of 15 in this second half, 2 of 4 from 3. Just not the same intensity, the same activity and focus that we had in that first half on that defensive end. Now, we have been handcuffed a little bit by the foul trouble that we've had with Jawan Gary, and Bryce Williams was in foul trouble. Braxton Mia was in foul trouble. Rolly Looser was in foul trouble. So a little bit of that, but still a pretty good performance by Nebraska here, their first game in Honolulu.
Again, the question as we began the second half broadcast was kind of rhetorical, but it stands. I mean, it's been repeated again. Why is it so tough to maintain what you've done, in the first half and the second half? Wooster free throw good.
Do you see this space in between my ears?
Yes.
It's hard to do. mentally just to stay with that focus when you're up by 20 at halftime.
Especially against a team that is not going to quit. I mean, you knew that. They cut the gap at Indiana State, ended up losing that game by 10, but they were down 20 points in that game. Wooster hits both foul shots, and it's 59-41, 18-point lead. Ferguson with the ball. A.J. Ferguson for Murray State. Now to Wood. Jacoby Wood, guarded by Wooster. Screen for him. He rejects the screen. Double teamed up top. Extra pass. Ferguson off on the right side. And Woods got it. 4 seconds to go. Fires up a prayer and nails it. He sensed that the shot clock was about to expire. Throws in his 22nd three of the year.
And that was a tough shot. Good defense by Raleigh Wooster, but he had a step back from 25.
15 points the lead now for Nebraska. So the Huskers have been outscored by 5 in the second half. Wooster with the ball to Morgan. Deep on the right side. Guarded by Ellington. Backs his way in. Turns. Puts it up. Flop by Ellington. They didn't... He wanted to call. Man, it was the most obvious flop I've seen all year long.
That was worse than Morgan's in the first half. Murray State's Morgan, I should say. But a great shot, great move by our Morgan, Andrew Morgan.
12-9 now. 1 rebound short of a double-double. Long three, no good. Rebound by Andrew. There it is. Double-double for Andrew Morgan. 12 points, 10 rebounds. Williams drives for the Huskers. Throws it off to Andrew. It's out of bounds. Last touched by Murray State.
That should have been shot by Bryce, but good idea. That's just a tough pass to handle. With Jacoby Wood chasing that play down, tips it out of bounds. 23 left on the shot clock for Nebraska. They'll have it baseline out of bounds on the right side.
Wooster will throw it in. Handed the ball in the corner to Bryce. Shoots the three. Looks good, is not. Ellington with a rebound for Murray State off the Williams miss. Milton's got the ball for the Racers. Drives the ball to the paint. Kicks it. Extra pass. And the long three by Jacoby Wood. Missed the three. Rebound again by Andrew Morgan. He's got 12 and 11 now.
The rebound machine, Andrew Morgan. He seems to get every single rebound for Nebraska here in Honolulu.
He is really maturing into a really good power conference big. He's got it on the left side, halfway down the wing. Ellington's guarding him. He drives it, draws a double to kick out to Wooster. Shoots the three off that. No good. Rebound by Wood.
Pretty good look. Good kick out. They finally bring the double team against Morgan. Wooster had a wide open look, just missed it from the top of the key.
Jacoby Wood drives, double teamed at the baseline, kicks it out. With it up there is Milton. He drives the ball and he banks it in. Nice take. Came up, pulled up short rather than attack the double team. And with the clock stop now with 4:19 to go, it's 61-46 Huskers.
Steve Prom won to 30. After Murray State cuts it to 15, we have a wide open look from three by Raleigh. Just barely misses it long. Bryce, the possession prior, had a good look. Thought it was in as well. So 2 really high-quality looks for Nebraska. Unable to connect. And Murray State, Milton, who's been their bright spot tonight, banks one home to get this to 15, 61, 46.
And he's got 16 points. Kylan Milton. 4:19 left to go. Timeout on the floor, and we'll take one, too. This is the Huskers Radio Network.
Feel like you're always on the run? Me too. As an independent financial professional, I help all kinds of busy people. Young families planning for college, couples working toward retirement, people securing their legacy. Wherever you are in life, Emeritus can help you get more out of life with insurance, employee benefits, and financial services. You're moving fast. Let's help make sure you're on the path to a fulfilling life. Find your next step at emeritus.com. Insurance products issued by Emeritus Life Insurance Corp.
'Tis the season to buy at the Get Holiday Ready sales event at Woodhouse Ford. Find the perfect gift for someone special or yourself. Unwrap incredible savings on our top models, from the spacious Expedition to the rugged F-150. Plus, the year-end savings are here. Celebrate the season with reduced prices and holiday bonuses on all remaining 2024 vehicles. Browse our inventory online or visit us at one of our 3 convenient locations in Blair, Omaha, and Plattsmouth. Shop with confidence at Woodhouse Ford.
Did you know that driving under the influence of marijuana is illegal? Driving high will get you a DUI. And if you're wondering if law enforcement can tell you're driving high, well, everyone else can. Friends?
I can tell you drove high.
Parents?
I can tell when you drive high.
Relatives?
I can tell. You drove your high, didn't you?
So what makes you think law enforcement can't?
I can tell.
If you feel different, you drive different. Drive high, get a DUI. Paid for by NHTSA.
Huskers up 15, 61-43, 4:19 to go. And if this thing holds up as it looks like it will, he said, hopefully, and knocks on wood at the same time, broadcast tomorrow with a win would be at 8:30, Husker courtside. That's Central Time, and 9:30 tip. First of 2 games in the night session tomorrow. So it'd be pretty much a hard start time, 9:30 tip.
And Steve Prom for Murray State calling that timeout, so expect pressure here. They've shown a little bit of full court press throughout this game, but they're going to try to pick up the pressure, run and jump, trap. You have to be strong with the ball. If you get in trouble, Nebraska, we have 3 timeouts left. Don't be afraid to use that, but you have to get your teammates 3 outlets at all time. They're going to run and jump and try to get some steals. 4:19 remaining. Nebraska up 15, 61-46.
Thing we left out in talking about tomorrow, the opponent would be either Charlotte or Hawaii, and they play after the completion of this one. And here's that 1-2-2 press. Siege brings it across the timeline with a bounce pass to Williams. Cuts across the key, out into the timeline with a pass to Wooster. Here's a ball screen. Well, I thought Fairkay was going to set a ball screen for him. He did not. Wooster throws it to him instead. Now to Williams with a handoff right back to Wooster. Wooster against Wood in the paint, against the double team. Kickoff right side, and Hoiberg's 3 is no good, and a long rebound belongs to A.J. Ferguson for Murray State. Ferguson with a timeline to Milton, left side now to Wood. Drives right. Well, good defense by Buchenshaw. I thought he drove right past it, but he kicked it out, and Milton hit the 3. And look at here, we got a 61-49 12-point game.
12-point game, 3.5 to play. We got a good look by Sam, not able to connect, but Milton drills one.
Yep, 6-point swing there. Here is in the deep right corner, Sejan, who cannot answer with a 3-ball attempt. Offensive rebound by Buchengel, and he's pushed by Ellington.
Fairkay hustling to get that offensive board. That was a Sejan's best look of this game. Misses it from the right corner, but Fairkay able to snag that offensive rebound. Nebraska, we're 0 of our last 4, have not scored in 2.5 minutes. Murray State has 5 of their last 7. We have the closest score in quite some time. 12-point advantage, Nebraska, 61-49, 3:15 to play.
This is Big Red basketball.
It's the final days of the year-end sales event at your Midwest Ford dealers. Cap off the year with 1.9 financing plus $1,000 holiday cash plus no payments for 90 days on F-150. This New Year's, we're counting down with the best deals on your favorite Ford vehicles. Don't drop the ball. Time is running out. The final days of the year-end sales event are on now. But hurry, it all ends January 2nd. Get 1.9 financing for 60 months plus $1,000 holiday cash plus no payments for 90 days on F-150. Only at your Midwest Ford dealers. Driven by value.
CVA's Cenex Ruby Field Master Diesel works as hard as you do. With power, fuel efficiency, and performance that go the extra mile, Cenex Premium Diesel fuels keep your operation running strong. They increase power, protect your engines, and reduce downtime. Right now, lock in a 1,000-gallon contract on Cenex Ruby Field Master and get a free work jacket. Visit CVAcoop.com to register. Our planet is hungry. Together, we feed it. Central Valley Ag, the official co-op of Husker Nation.
Hey, it's time to lock in your health coverage for 2025. Choose a champion for everyday health rooted right here in Nebraska. Choose Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Nebraska.
20-point lead at halftime, reduced to 12 here with 3:15 to go.
We got to the 23 was our biggest lead with 17.5 to go in this game, 41-18. But we've been on a drought the last 2.5 minutes. And Murray State trying to make this interesting. And we hit the last 3 possessions, though, 3 really good looks. One from Sam, one from Connor, one from Bryce. Just all right on line, just a little bit long, but it'll be Nebraska ball on the left baseline with 20 on the shot clock.
Good looks for Nebraska that turned into 3-point field goals for Murray State. They've hit 5 of their last 7. Not all 3s, but a couple of them were.
Hey, hands on the wheel, head the game. The driver has one job to drive. This message from the NDOT Highway Safety Office.
So Nebraska ball to inbound, 20 seconds on the reset. Wooster looking. He finds a Sejan on the left side, has a screen by Buchengel, top of the circle to Williams, deeper down the right lane line, and the drive and the missed field goal by Gary. Here comes Murray State the other way. Milton drives the ball, puts it up, no good. Rebound by Nebraska. Wooster pushes the ball, and he's reached in on and fouled from behind by Milton.
Up and down. Juwan thought he got fouled.
We were looking at a 10-point game there if he makes that basket.
And Ferguson thought he got fouled. But instead, Nebraska has possession. 3 to play. Full shot clock right now.
61-49, Big Red, under 3 to go. Williams walks it across the timeline. Bryce with 9 points tonight, well off his 19-point-per-game average. Has the ball up top, being guarded by A.J. Ferguson. Bumping each other. How's that not a foul, man? And as Williams rejects the screen, takes a double team, and the ball flips out of the hands of Butengel somehow. And here is Harcum driving the ball down inside. He can't score it. Rebound off the miss belongs to Wooster. Wooster's kind of saved the day here.
Yes, he has. And they're going to have to, hey, the mop has to come out again because Berkay slid from the right three-point line all the way to the left block, and he's still sitting on the baseline.
Oh, he's holding his ankle.
Let's hope he's okay. That's not good.
Yeah. He's still sitting on his bottom along the end line.
I mean, he's so important.
Oh, man.
He has 9 rebounds, 6 points.
Well, you know what? It's a shame that anybody would get injured as a result of the floor being so slippery. I mean,
I think
it's your
okay.
responsibility to make sure that doesn't happen.
He was going to walk to the locker room, and now I think he just tried to stop it, and I haven't seen a replay yet.
He's trying to walk it off now. Is that the same ankle that kept him out?
I'm not sure, but he's walking right in front of us.
It was an ankle injury, wasn't it?
Well, he had the hip. The hip.
All right, Nebraska's ball is. We've got Williams with it up top on the right side. 2:11 to go in the game. Huskers up by 12, 61-49. Harcum's got Williams. Williams with the ball, no shot for him. Out it comes to Asijan, 4 on the shot clock. Pull up, jump shot, top of the circle, no good off the back of the rim. The rebound by Andrew Morgan. His 12th rebound. Morgan has 12 and 12 in my book. They got 12 and 11 on the computer here. 10 seconds on the shot clock after the offensive rebound. Wooster with a screen by Morgan. Dancing around on the elbow. The step back and the jumper is good. Got it. Long two. Big basket right there.
That's the first basket for Nebraska in 4 minutes.
Wooster in double figures with 10. It's a 14-point lead now, 1:25 to go. Harcum has got the ball. On the left side to Ferguson, driving it. Jump stop. Kick out. Left side, Milton's 3 on the way. No. Rebound, Wooster. And Raleigh in double figures with 12 points. Just his 3rd rebound. He's got it. Using up clock here, dribbling around in the front court all by himself. Dribbling in the circles. Here's Williams, 15 on the shot clock. Trying to use up that shot clock with 54 seconds on the game clock. Williams has got it now. Pull up Jay, 15-footer no. Rebound into the hands of Gary, but not free. Wooster lines up with it. 45 seconds left. 14-point game. Nebraska going to go to the second round here as a winner. Wooster running shot clock again, dribbling in the midcourt. Screen for him by Morgan. Little slip screen. Back right side is Asijan. Square shoots. 3-ball good. Connor. 5 threes on the night.
Another Central Valley Ag 3 for Nebraska, the 6th of the evening.
66-49. 5 out of the 6 by Connor Asijan, and ball out of bounds off Murray State.
And man, you just hope that Berkay is okay. And that came off he had an attempt to shoot a 3 on the kick out, if you recall, lost the handle.
Yes.
And then he's sprinting back. I don't know if he just stopped and planted wrong or what happened, but he went flying across the floor, slid from the 3-point line all the way to the baseline. But we got to hope and really, really hope that he's okay for the next 2 games here in Hawaii.
Yeah, they're going to dribble out the clock here. That amen on that one. Huskers You're going to win this one, and at a horn, you'll hear the end of the ball game. And if you or someone you know is struggling or in crisis, the 988 Suicide and Crisis Lifeline is there. Call, text, or chat 988. It's free, confidential, and staffed with trained counselors ready to listen and provide support. There's the horn. There's the game. Nebraska chalks up its eighth victory of the year. 8-1 the season, beating Murray State here in Honolulu, 66-49. Post-game show coming up on Huskers Radio Network.
CVA's Cenex Ruby Field Master Diesel works as hard as you do. With power, fuel efficiency, and performance that go the extra mile, Cenex Premium Diesel fuels keep your operation running strong. They increase power, protect your engines, and reduce downtime. Right now, lock in a 1,000-gallon contract on Cenex Ruby Field Master and get a free work jacket. Visit cvacoop.com to register. Our planet is hungry. Together, we feed it.
Send All-Star Relationships get to know your business and help protect what's important to you, your family, and your employees. Commercial insurance, personal insurance, employee benefits, surety bonds, farm and crop insurance. FNIC has the solutions and guidance to help you manage risk. FNIC, trusted insurance advisors and proud sponsors of Husker Athletics. Connect with an agent today at FNICgroup.com.
They say consistency is the key to success. They weren't wrong. So how about grabbing a beer that's consistently smooth, consistently refreshing, and consistently light? You might just find that the road to success can be pretty enjoyable. Michelob Ultra, the perfect balance of taste and refreshment, and only 2.6 carbs and 95 calories. It's only worth it if you enjoy it. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Michelob Ultra Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
If you've been looking for a reason to fill up your car with unleaded 88, how about this? Unleaded 88 can help you save big at the pump
and save the planet by cutting greenhouse gas emissions.
Any car 2001 or newer is approved to use unleaded 88. Speaking of good, it's made from corn, which is great for farmers.
As I was saying, if you need a reason to choose unleaded 88, there you have them. Unleaded 88, engine smart, earth kind. Visit chooseunleaded88.com to learn more.
Let's pause 15 seconds for station identification on the Huskers Radio Network.
Plungers and store-bought chemicals can only go so far and can harm your drains. Call the professionals at John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, Air, and Electrical to get your drains flowing. We won't only make sure the clog is taken care of, but we will ensure your drains are completely clean so the clog will not come back. Give John Henry's a call today.
435-5555. John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air.
And Electrical.
At Union Bank, people don't have your money. Your money has people. First home people, investment people, people who answer the phone and your chats, dream car people, dream retirement people, driving your dream car in your dream retirement people, small business people, credit card people, and all the other people you need. At Union Bank, our people help you do more than you dream possible. So stop in and say hello. We can't wait to see you. Union Bank Trust, member FDIC.
The polar bear, Nebraska defensive lineman Nash Hutmaker, knows who to call when your house is cold enough for hibernation.
SOS to the rescue! Nebraska defensive lineman Nash Hutmaker here. People know me as the polar bear. Don't be like me in the winter and call SOS. Their techs don't make commissions, so they give you an honest opinion, fair pricing, and longer warranties than the competition, guaranteed. Mention polar bear and get a free 10-year labor warranty. Best warranty in town.
SOS to the rescue!
402-391-2336. Your trusted York dealer.
It's time to recap tonight's action on the Nebraska Men's Basketball Postgame Show. Brought to you by Cornerstone Bank. The Nebraska Men's Basketball Postgame Show is brought to you locally by